Hey guys, happy Thursday. It's Daryl here. It's 10 a.m. here on a beautiful, warm November day here in Connecticut. I want to talk to you guys a little more about what could happen. I still have anxiety. I think a lot of the country still has a lot of anxiety. There is still the possibility of either Trump or Biden winning right now. It is possible. It is conceivable that Trump could pull ahead in Arizona and Nevada, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia. It's highly unlikely, but it's possible. As it stands now, it looks like Biden has. This is a tough one because some people are counting Arizona. The AP has given Arizona to Biden, giving him 264 electoral votes, which that just leaves 6 electoral votes to go. Just one more state, and Biden wins. Some people still haven't put Arizona in Biden's win column. Then there's Nevada too, which is relatively close. I believe it's still like 20,000 votes. I think Nevada. So it still could go either way. Some interesting things I want to talk about today. Trump supporters. Something I found amusing. In Michigan, Trump supporters were standing outside. This was on pretty much all the different networks, ABC, NBC, CBS. Trump supporters were outside protesting outside of the vote counting centers. They had the audio on and there was one Trump supporter with a megaphone yelling that we do not want to break in. We just want to come in and watch you count your votes. We're not trying to break in. So Trump supporters, even though there is both Democrat and Republican officials overseeing all of this from top to bottom, Trump supporters feel entitled to go in, I guess, and stand there themselves and officiate. And I'm not sure exactly what they want. Okay, here's something else I heard. Something called Sharpiegate. I believe this was in Arizona. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I think it was Arizona. There was some hubbub. Again, Trump supporters making up some reason why ballots shouldn't be counted. Should be counted. It sounded something like they were alleging that Sharpies were given out to fill out the ballots, but then those ballots were thrown out. I don't know. I'll tell you this though: the Secretary of State, and it was a female. Again, I'm not sure if it was Pennsylvania or Arizona. The Secretary of State said that this is in no way, shape, or form true. It's just another false narrative from Trump supporters once again. All right, so going back to Michigan, this was interesting. Michigan, so the Trump supporters are standing outside protesting and screaming that they, let's see, in Michigan, they wanted the vote counting to stop. I believe it was Michigan. Then conversely, in Arizona, there were Trump supporters there protesting outside, and they wanted voting to continue. They wanted the counting to continue. So in one state, you had Trump supporters out there protesting that they wanted all counting to stop, ballot counting to stop. And in another state, you had Trump supporters protesting that they wanted counting to continue. I'm sure they've got some reason for this. I have to say, I don't see the same kind of thing from Joe Biden or people that are against Trump. The anti-Trump side or the pro-Biden side, I think we're just pretty quiet right now, and we're still just kind of holding our breath. I have a lot of anxiety. Then again, like I said, it looks very possible that Biden will be the next president, but something could happen in the counting. Like I said, some of these states count the actual election day live ballots first, and then the mail-in ballots after, which gives Trump the initial lead. and then Biden all of a sudden catches up as they count these ballots and give them in and tally them groups at a time. This will catch Biden supporters up, and then in other states they count the mail-in ballots first, which gives Biden the initial lead, and then they count the live election day ballots secondary, and then Trump all of a sudden catches up. Again, I want to say I'm impressed and very proud of the way I've seen our system work so far. It's impressive. Okay, so this is the other possibility, that Biden does win, and this is a very likely possibility. It's an extremely likely scenario that Biden will probably get Arizona, possibly Pennsylvania, and the most bizarre is that he might actually get Georgia. I did not see that coming. This has been a nail biter of an election, and it still is. Here we are. It's Thursday morning, about 10:30 a.m., and it's still up in the air. All right. So the other possibility is that Biden does get the next officially gets thrown in another state, and then he gets to be declared the president. But then, and this is probably what's going to happen, is Trump will not go along with it. That Trump is going to take it to court, and it's going to be a protracted battle. I've heard a lot of pundits and talking heads saying that more than likely Trump is going to be embarrassed by trying to take this to court, to try to take this to the Supreme Courts, because there's really no valid arguments right now. Everything is above board, and there seems to be no issues, no valid issues, other than possibly be a recount, and that's up to the individual states how they in what conditions they allow recounts. But even that, so I mean, we could see, more than likely, if Biden wins, we're going to see Trump. We're going to see an extended fight from Trump. Now, this is what worries me. What's going to happen next week? I don't know how Trump's going to react to this. I heard a phone call that Trump gave on the following day after the election. David Pakman did a video on this, and I featured this video. It's in my community page. And Trump sounded uncharacteristically down. His voice was very gravelly and scratchy, and he almost sounded resigned to lead, to give up. He actually said it's been a nice run. It's been a good run. I was surprised, but I don't see him. And again, I'm going to talk about how Trump is addicted to, over the last 4 years, Trump has got a solid addiction to his adoring fans. He gets, without a doubt, I believe he gets a high out of these rallies. He's been holding them for 4 years. He needs these for his mental well-being, like a drug. I truly believe this 100%. And I think he'll go through a little low, and then the Jones, what I call it, the Jones, the monkey on the back, will kick in, and he's going to come back swinging and fighting and trying to rally his supporters, anything to get him back out in front of his supporters, to get that loving feeling back from his adoring fans. He's going to need that. There's no way he's going to be able to walk away from that. I believe that 100%. That if and when Biden is declared president, Trump is not going to fade anywhere into the background. He's going to I think he's going to make a lot of noise, and worse than that, I think he's going to encourage his supporters in all sorts of ways. As the days and weeks go by, if Biden wins, it worries me to see how Trump is going to react. I do not picture him reacting well, as narcissists don't react very well to rejection, and that's what we're going to see here. And God knows what that's going to entail. So it's not over by a long shot, but shouldn't be much longer before hopefully the initial an actual president will be called for the next 24 hours. But I don't think it's going to be over. And like I said in the previous video, the thing that worries me the most about this is nobody is paying any attention to the pandemic, which is raging on right now. And I think we're going to have a lot to be concerned with once the initial media attention goes away from this this election, and we take a look at the raging epidemic across this country. I think we're going to have a lot of work to do. All right, I'll be back later with another video. You guys have a good Thursday.